Good morning, guys and gals. It is Saturday morning, March 21st of 2020, and I wanted to chime in on this because, it's amazing. There are some things that are going on in our country right now, and unless you live under a rock, you can't help but notice there are some very strange things going on. We've got a flu that's hardly killing anyone, that has everybody locked up, and so there's something else going on. And I wanted to share this, and I don't want to take too long in doing it, but I've heard something that was really, really interesting, and so I want to start here with Oprah Winfrey. Things seem to be taking a turn in the lives of some of the wealthy elite, rich, filthy rich elites, that 1% of the population of the world that controls the entire world. And Oprah's one of those people, Oprah Winfrey. And I'm going to start with this right here. Oprah took a spill on stage, and I'm just going to shut up and let you watch it for yourself.
I said you have to name it to claim it. So here's my definition of what wellness means to me. This is my definition, not yours, just an idea, because you're going to be defining it for yourself. Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times.
Whoa, hey. So she's... Wrong shoes. Yeah.
You have to name it to claim.
So I found that quite interesting that as this entity is talking about balance, some other entity looked like they nudged her and knocked her off balance as she was talking about balance. I mean, to me, that just tells me that God does have a sense of humor, and that God is in control. And so that's kind of the message that I want to share this morning. God is in control. Now, there's some other things going on with Oprah Winfrey right now that are also kind of amazing. And one of those things is that Oprah, and I'll start here, they're claiming that this is a hoax, that there was this rumor that Oprah was arrested, and so her home was being ransacked, searched, whatever. Well, it's all over the internet. I mean, you can Google this for yourself. I type in Oprah arrested, and after trending on Twitter, and you can just refresh that. Gayle King reacts to Oprah arrest hoax. YouTube, Oprah Winfrey shuts down awful arrest rumors. Now, this is MSN.com celebrity Oprah Winfrey. So they call it an awful arrest rumor. Well, it's not awful if she deserves to be arrested. So we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. None of us do know what other people are doing when they go in their homes and close those doors. We don't know what the hell they're doing. So if they're doing something heinous, then the arrest wouldn't be awful. But see, this is what fascinates me about the so-called news media, the mainstream media, these mockingbird reporters, man, that just go out there and they use words like awful arrest rumors when they don't know it's awful. If this person is doing something heinous, arrest is appropriate. It's not awful. And so we don't even really know that it's a rumor at this point. It could be, maybe not. I don't know. Oprah after trending on Twitter. I haven't been raided, blah, blah, blah. Oprah Winfrey debunks fake claim. And again, fake claims she was arrested. We don't know it's a fake claim. She could have been taken into custody, questioned, arrested, let go. She could be out on bail. We don't know the real situation. We only know what we're told. Basically, we only know what the news media tells us and what Oprah says. But look, if you have standing in the community and you get arrested, would you go out and tell everybody? Yeah. Would you go out and tell the world? Yeah, I was arrested, for this trafficking of, little people. And so, no, you're not going to go tell people that. You're going to deny it, and try to keep that under wraps for as long as humanly possible. So quite frankly, we can't believe what Oprah says. Would she tell the truth if she was arrested? Would she tell us? I don't think so. Oh, so anyway, Oprah debunks fake claims she was arrested for sex. I don't know what that, how that's gonna. I'll let you read the headline for yourself, because this is, no thank you, because this is what it says. Oprah Winfrey debunks fake claims. And so that's what it says, folks. You're reading it. I just Googled the topic and clicked on the story, and you can read it for yourself. Here is a tweet that Oprah put out about the whole thing. Just got a phone call from my name is trending and being trolled for some kind of awful fake, and there's that word awful again. So Oprah uses the word awful, so then the fake news media comes out and they use the word awful because they're trying to get you people to use the word awful. See, they don't report the news, they try to create mindsets, so this is what they do. It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested, just sanitizing and self distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody. This from the people who create this virus to kill us off, tell us to, then they turn around and tell us to stay safe when they created it. Because that Wuhan virus out of Wuhan, China, well, Bill Gates is involved with the laboratory that created the virus. And so Bill Gates and Oprah Winfrey, they're kind of like this. They're all in it. This is that 1% of people, man. They're all in it together. So anyway, that's that story. And so I just clicked on one of them, just a random story there to share with you guys. Anyway, Gayle King chimed in about this thing on her CBS This Morning show, and here's what she had to say. I think this is kind of interesting, so let's take a look at what Gayle King had to say about all this as well. I think it's very relevant, it's important, so let's take a look at it. If we can.
Anything about it. But
here we are.
But guys, it made me so mad because it's the antithesis.
False report.
Wait a minute.
Revealing
Here we
Oprah
are.
phoned her at 3:30 a.m. to brief her on the viral story.
Of course, I said, do you want to come on and talk about it? She goes, no, I'm not going to dignify it with a reply, and you shouldn't either. She asked me not to say anything about it. But
here we are.
But guys, it made me so mad because it's the antithesis of who she is,
I know.
what she represents, and how she lives in the world. But people see that stupid stuff online, and it picks up and takes on a life of its own.
Yeah.
And director Ava DuVernay also slammed
So
the conspiracy
okay,
theory,
here we go
Oprah
with
has
that.
worked for decades on behalf of others.
Here we go with that, and it's just sorry about that. I'm trying to get it together for you guys, but I think it's interesting how Gayle King comes on, and obviously she's going to defend Oprah because birds of a feather flock together, and despicable evil birds do the same thing as the rest of the birds. They flock together. In fact, more so, especially when they're being exposed. They will flock more closely together because nobody wants to go down alone. We've heard a million times, the bad guys saying, if I go down, you go down. I'm taking you with me, and all things like that. So, I mean, evil, they're like crabs in a bucket. If they see one crab, getting out of the bucket, they'll reach up and grab that crab and bring him back down, if you've ever seen crabs in a bucket. And so these people are kind of the same way. When the ship starts sinking, they'll start turning on each other, ratting on each other, and gnawing on each other, because they do that. Anyway, wanted to share that with you about Gayle King. I find it interesting that Gayle King says that Oprah told her she's not going to respond or reply. And let me just play that back one more time in case you forgot, or in case you didn't catch that. This is what Gayle King said about what Oprah told her.
You want to come on and talk about it? She goes, no, I'm not going to dignify it with a reply, and you shouldn't either.
I'm not going to dignify it with a reply. That's what Oprah told Gayle. And yet, Gayle King reacts, okay, so Oprah shuts down awful arrest rumors. So shuts it down means she replied. Oprah, after trending on Twitter, haven't been raided. So there she immediately replied on Twitter. I showed you guys that. Oprah Winfrey debunks fake claims. So debunking, she must reply in order to debunk. Oprah Winfrey not arrested, viral hoax, blah, blah, blah. Oprah Winfrey debunks. Oprah Winfrey responds to rumors. So she said she wasn't going to respond, but I'm going to tell you what, that's page 2 right there. Here's page 1. Oprah Winfrey denies rumors, so she responds there. How QAnon fueled, yeah, okay, well, QAnon didn't fuel this. I'm not QAnon. Well, here's what led up to the hoax about Oprah's arrest. Oprah Winfrey denies. Oprah Winfrey debunks. Oprah Winfrey responds to rumors. Oprah Winfrey debunks. So, and then you go to page 2, it's more of the same. Page 3, here's page 3. Oprah insists reports of him arrest are fake. So now she's insisting. Oprah slams fake. Oprah shuts down. Oprah denies. Oprah denies. Oprah blank news, fake news conspiracy theory. The hashtag Oprah is trending today and being arrested for right there. I can't say it because they will. I'm not monetized anyway, but they may give me a strike or take the video down or suspend me, put me in Facebook jail. Who knows what they'll do? They may send people to my door, and of course they will not fare well coming to my door. But anyways, I don't think anybody's going to come to my door over this. They shouldn't, because I'm talking about Oprah. When that day comes, we're no longer America. But it goes on page 1, 2, page 3, page 4. There are 4 or 5 pages of Oprah doing what? Well, responding. Gayle said, "No, I'm not going to come on and respond. I'm not going to dignify this with a response." Well, she just dignified the crap out of it with about 4 or 5 pages of responses. All she's doing is responding to it. So I don't know. These people, man, they're a special breed. I'll tell you that. And so I find it interesting. She falls down. Now she's facing these so-called rumors. And this is the tweet. I just got the phone call. My name's trending. And so she immediately responded to it by tweeting about it. If Trump tweets about anything, they attack him, but Oprah can tweet about being arrested, and that's okay. But so there's this weird thing going on with Oprah. Now, Oprah is not the only one who is going through some weirdness. There's some weirdness, just weird things going on with Ellen DeGeneres too, because they're all involved in that stuff together. And here's this I found very strange. I want you to look at this for a second. Now, look at this person. This is Ellen, and look at that. Look at this, all this garbage around the neck. This person seems to have aged like 20 years overnight. And some people say it's because of their blood bank has been shut down, if you know what I mean. A lot of people don't know what I'm referring to when we talk about the blood bank, right? But the celebrities and the elites have their own special kind of blood bank, if you know what I mean. And, we talk about drug addiction and this and that. Well, the elites and the celebrities have a special kind of addiction. And I'm not going to go into all the details about that either right now at this point until we can gain control over these social media tech giants who have suppressed freedom of speech. When I feel safe to speak freely again, I will come right out and explain exactly what I'm talking about, but not in this video here because I don't want this to get shut down. But look how this person has aged. Boy, when you ain't got that fix, can you see what it does to them? Look at this.
Deck of cards, okay? They're all different. You can see that. I can't see them. I don't know what card is what. I'm going to pick a card. I'm going to call it out, and then I'm going to just find it, okay? 4 of hearts. 6 of hearts. It's very close. I'm going to try it 2 more times.
6. Remember that.
4 of hearts. 6 of diamonds.
That's 12.
1 more time.
12.
4 of hearts. All right. Try to figure something out. That's not working. Deck of cards. Okay?
Now, did you see
They're
that?
all different.
Did you see that? The first card was a 6. Next card was a 6. That's 12. Next card was a 5. What number is that? 17. Now, the number 17, what is the letter that corresponds with the number 17 in the alphabet? What is the 17th letter in the alphabet? It's a Q. Okay? So what this person is doing is they speak in code. They have coded language that they use to communicate to one another. Right now, these people are running scared. These are rats running around, scurrying around, scared to death because they're being exposed and their supply of drug of choice has been cut off. They don't have it. And they're aging like crazy. I mean, it's this fountain of youth drug that they take. And they get it they have their own very special blood bank that they go to and for these supplies. And so that has been cut off, and there are there's other speculation going on around about this Chinese virus, and how certain the patriots who have taken control and gained control of it and administered it with that blood bank supply in it, and they added a little bit of the Chinese virus so that these people, when they use their drug, it affected them negatively, and now they're all self-isolating, they're self-sheltering in place. And I'm not going to shelter in place. I'm just not going to do that. It's like, I'll stay home, but I'm not like sheltering in place. Okay, I'm home drinking a cup of coffee right now. Later that'll turn into a beer, and so that's what I'm doing, but I'm not like sheltering in place, so that's ridiculous. But these people they're sheltering in place, and they're tweeting all these strange tweets. Now, this person just sent out a message saying that 6, 6, 12, and then 5, that's 17. So this person right here is sending a message to her cohorts and partners in crime that 17 is real. Q is real, and Q is on them, okay? So this is what she's saying. She just sent a message. I mean, this is not working. Try to figure something out. What she's saying is not working is trying to shut down Q is not working. Trying to, label Q as a conspiracy theorist, it's not working, because Americans are waking up, and it's terrifying. These evil, despicable, evil people. Look, it's what you do that defines you, and these people do despicable, rotten things, if you only knew. So, but there's this weird thing going on with Ellen DeGeneres, and that's not all. That's not even the extent of it. There's a guy, a channel on YouTube called True Reporting. Now, this guy that has the channel True Reporting, Thomas is his name, and this guy, I don't know, I kind of got mixed feelings about Thomas, because the guy can't read, and he's cocky, he's arrogant, and he can't even read. How can you be arrogant and can't read? I mean, this guy stumbles over a sentence. He'll do news reports and he'll read from them, and he stumbles over stuff. It's like, dude, spend as much time as you spend reading these reports, you would think that your reading would improve. But this guy, man, but he does have some good information sometimes. Many times he has good information. It's his attitude that I have a tough time dealing with, because YouTube is the enemy of the American people. They censor us, and they suppress any viewpoints that do not fall in line with those radical liberal agenda, with that radical liberal left-leaning agenda. If you don't agree with everything they say, they suppress your voice. And that's not what YouTube was originally. YouTube originally was a place where everybody could come and express themselves freely. Nowadays, only left-leaning liberals can express themselves freely. If you have any opposing opinion, you're suppressed, unless you're one of those people that General Flynn was talking about when he said we have an army of digital soldiers. And what he meant was they have an army of digital soldiers. So those are the ones that get to speak on YouTube, like Thomas, and there's a bunch of other, True Reporting, the X22 report, the SGT, the Red Pill 78, Just Informed Talk, Truthification Chronicles. There are a lot of these, alternative news sources that are part of the Q team, and they are literally part of the Q team. You can't get in. If you're being suppressed, it's because you're not in with this new Mockingbird. There's a new Mockingbird media that is emerging out of all this, and these people are all a part of it. And if you're not in, then you're suppressed. Like, nobody will probably see my video, very few on YouTube, because they'll suppress it. But these guys, they get, how many people have viewed this? 53,000 views on this video for this guy. But I digress a little bit there. What I wanted to point out, keeping in on topic here with Oprah and Ellen and all that. The title of this video, I haven't watched it yet. I intend to watch him stumble through enunciations and correct pronunciation of various words. I find his fiasco reporting to be almost intolerable, but he does provide some information that's useful, so I watch and I suffer through it. But the title is what grabbed me here. Hanks Kimmel 3-1, Degenerate Warrants Mind-Blowing. So this title would lead one to believe that Tom Hanks, Jimmy Kimmel, and Ellen DeGenerate have warrants. And so now, normally you look at something like that and you go, come on, warrants for Ellen DeGenerate and all those people, get out of here. But after seeing this, you look at this and you go, what is going on? And, just some of these people who are involved in, our government and our entertainment. I mean, if you look at them, like, look at this guy. This guy is Peter Strzok, whatever his name is. But if you look at this guy, you won't believe whom Peter Strzok's family is. So now there's another, and that's true reporting again, but that's from a year ago. But I mean, if you look at that face, boy, that's pure evil right there. And this Hollywood is burning LA blood cult, wise celebrities. So, and this is McAllister TV, and this is another of the army of digital soldiers that General Flynn was talking about. She's part of it too. And some of these people, they're not talented, they're not reporters, they're just people that were picked by the government to disseminate this information. Part of the Q team, I think. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think that everyone should get an opportunity to get 52,000 views. I don't think mine should be suppressed at 99 and then stop. When these people get thousands of views. When I first started doing this, my first video got 8,000 views within, a few days. And then it stopped. And I haven't gotten over a couple hundred views on any video since then. So they shut me down. They're suppressing my videos, obviously. But these people get to, just like with the InfoWars guy, they call it controlled opposition. So these people get to have their voices because they're disseminating the information that they're given. Okay, I'm not in with that, and neither are a lot of other people who are trying to establish themselves and do the same thing that these people are doing, except independently of, I guess, the government. I don't know, the Q team. I don't know. But this is interesting. Hanks Kimmel Degenerate Warrants, mind-blowing. So I intend to watch that. I would recommend that you guys watch it as well. There are a lot of videos that you can watch now, and there is a lot of information out there as well. For example, if we go back to this title again, Hanks Kimmel Degenerate. Well, why is Tom Hanks included? Well, here's why. Tom Hanks accused of buying 13-year-old girl from her father, and bam. Now, actor Isaac Cappy, if you don't know who he is, he called Hanks this word. And very soon thereafter, Isaac Cappy, who was an actor, was found dead. And so, I mean, if you want to believe in coincidences, you go right ahead, but I do not believe in coincidences. This guy is just like Joan Rivers said that Michelle Obama was a guy, and soon thereafter, she was found dead. She was killed in a routine cosmetic surgery operation, which she had like a gazillion of those. Anyway, I don't believe in the coincidence. So anyway, Sarah Ruth Ashcraft says, bam. So I think Sarah Ruth Ashcraft is the little girl who, yeah. Well, Tom Hanks accused of blah, blah, blah. And warning is illegal. Report. So why that comes up when you do a search for Tom Hanks? Yeah. Listen, Tom Hanks on Weinstein allegations. Something. Tom Hanks says there is no way back for Harvey Weinstein. Well, there's no way back for you either, pal. I mean, these people are hypocrites, man. They'll throw each other under the bus like it's nothing. So anyway, that's where Tom Hanks fits in all this. And like I say, I intend to watch this. I'm not going to watch it here. I don't want to get some kind of copyright strike or something for, playing this guy's. There may be a copyright infringement. I don't know if his stuff is copyrighted or not, but I'm not going to play it here. You can. It's true reporting, and this is March 20th, 2020 is when this was apparently put out yesterday. So I recommend that you watch it. I encourage you to, start looking into some of these things, because we are going to, over this period of lockdown that we're on, this period of quarantine and self distancing, isolation and self-isolation or self-distancing or whatever they're calling it. During this time period, a lot of things are going on under the radar, behind the scenes, that we're not being told fully about, but there are things like this that have to do with some of these dirtbag people who have oppressed us for so very long. And so I think when we get on the other side of this, a lot of people that we have grown, accustomed to seeing on television and, in positions of power, we're not going to see them anymore. And there's a very good explanation for why. They are not self-quarantining and, social distancing themselves. They locked up. There, I said it. They locked up. So, that's what I believe. And I think we're going to see that. I think that's going to bear out. Just like it says, there's warrants. And where there's warrants, there's lockup. So I encourage you guys to look into it for yourselves. Stay safe, because when these rats start feeling heat, they do desperate things. And that's why we've been told to stay in our homes, because, concerts get shot up and, churches get shot up. And, when these people start feeling heat, they tend to want to kill Americans. Americans, I will say, well, I won't say that they kill Americans, but I will say Americans strangely start getting killed by shooters and stuff. Strange things happen to innocent people when these people start feeling heat. So they're feeling more heat right now than they've ever felt in their lives, I think. So be careful, stay safe, stay home until this is all over with, and pray. Pray, because in the end, there's only one Savior, and He's coming back very soon, and He's going to set all of this straight, because this is what it's really all about. There's a spiritual battle taking place, and I'm not going to go into that. But until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and take care of the people that you love.